So, seated, right opposite me is a singer-songwriter. She's female, and she is really, really, really talented at this music thing. And I just can't wait to have, conversation as it concerns her music and her life generally. I have with me in the studio Black Bella.
Hey, hey.
What's up?
I'm fine.
Great to have you. Good evening.
Thank you.
Was it difficult locating this place?
Not really.
Perfect. So let's talk. So, Black Bella. Is your name Bella?
My name is Crystal Bell, so
Okay.
Bella
For sure, right? So where did the black come from?
Black is what I believe in. Actually, my best color is black.
Listen, I'm obsessed with black as well.
I know, right?
I love black.
I love black, and I believe black is who I am. Black is everything I stand for. So yeah.
So it makes sense, Black Bella.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your career as a musician, right? How long have you been actively doing music for?
Okay, actively, I would say since I was like 12.
Stop it.
Seriously.
You were recording music at 12?
Not recording, but like, I was invited to like a wedding to sing and all of that. So
Right.
it all started from there.
So did you know you could sing before then? Like,
Yeah, I knew, but my aunties didn't know. So when they heard me sing, they made me go and sing at the wedding.
oh, Nigerian aunties also. I love them.
I know,
Like, they
right?
will push you. You dare not have the talent around them. They will do the most.
Yeah.
That's really cute. So when did you start recording music?
Okay, I started recording music last year.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? Last year when?
Last year, I think it was November, yes.
So you're active. You're a year old now. And
Yeah.
recording music. And
Yes.
how has that been?
It's been amazing. It's been growth. It's just been growth, basically.
Wow. Why did you decide to start recording music?
I would say music is the only thing that interests me. Like, I didn't lose interest in music, right? So I just decided to stick to it, and I believe I'm talented. And with the help of my parents and people around me, I decided to venture into it.
All right, that's great. I want to believe that your parents are in support.
Yeah, full support.
How does that feel? Because that is not the typical Nigerian parent thing
I
to
know,
do.
right?
So how were you able to convince them that listen, this is what I want to do?
I didn't have to convince them.
Oh wow.
They just, in fact, they were so happy because they are musical people too.
Is it?
Yeah.
When you say musical people, what do you mean?
My dad is a bass guitarist. Like, he plays the bass guitar, and my mom was an artist.
Oh wow.
So like everything is just in alignment.
So I mean, it's a no-brainer for them.
Yeah.
That's really, you're lucky. You're one of the few people, because I mean,
Right.
a typical Nigerian mother, but a typical Nigerian father, I don't know what you're doing. But that's really good.
Thank you.
So, your records, how many songs did you put out, or have you put out in the past year?
Like, I put out my project, my debut project, which is
Yeah.
an EP
Okay.
of 5 songs.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's called what?
Pressure.
Pressure.
And it just came out October 19th.
Oh, so it's really new.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song of Pressure? If you have.
I can't cheat my baby, so.
Wow. You're a mom. You can't love one baby over the other.
Yeah, I can't.
That's
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you. I like to ask this question to everybody I interview, because I feel that that's the most exciting thing for me, to be honest. I'm a creative, and I know that having to create something,
Yeah.
sometimes you're thinking about it, and then for me, Sha, as a creative, what's more exciting is when you see something you thought about in real life. Like, you're actually, this is actually
Like-
here. It excites me.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. So I want to know, for you, Black Bella, how do you create? People have told me, oh Charles, I have to be looking at the moon. The moon has to be shining in the morning and the sun in the night. I've heard it the most. So for you, how do you create?
I create anytime, anywhere. Okay, I could just be in a bus, you
Right.
get, and I could hear something on the road. Someone could say something around me, and I'd be like, wow, she just said something like, let me just say, she just said something like Casablanca. Let me just take that for example. And I'm like, what if that is in a song like, hey, Casablanca, hey, yeah, you get something like that. And
Yeah.
then it could just be at any instance. And I just love creating like in a space where there's positivity. Everybody around me resonate with what I'm doing, and you know, they listen to it and they love it. And yeah, creating for me is just at any point, anywhere,
That's nice.
anytime.
Do you write, or are you one of those people who just walk into the studio and just
Nah,
go?
I write. I actually write poems. So
Okay.
I write songs with my sister. In fact, I write songs with my whole family basically. My mommy could be there and I could be like, "Mommy, does this sound nice?" And she'll be like, "Oh, do it like this."
Oh, I mean, she's an artist, so why not?
Yeah. And my dad also. So
Yeah.
I write.
You have siblings.
Yeah,
I mean,
2.
you're the first.
Yeah.
That's interesting. This, you know, before we talk about, you know, this project and the other things I want to talk about, I think it's important that we listen to, you know, 1 or 2 songs of it.
Okay.
So, I'm going to play Peter. The reason I want to play Peter is because it's a man's name and you're a woman. So there must be a story here. Do you want to tell us a story or do you want to listen to the story? Which one?
You will listen to the story now.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play you Peter by Black Bella. And I hope that this story is not one that will make us cry, but one that will enjoy. Peter by Black Bella. Stay here, 95.3 Radio Now. Just listened to Peter by the awesome Black Bella. If you just tuned in, this is 95.3 Radio Now, and the show is called About to Blow. So I have Bella in the studio, and yeah, that song was off her latest EP that she dropped last month called Pressure.
Yeah.
Fantastic Pressure. So, what is this Peter song about? I want to hear from you. Tell me.
Okay. Peter is just fantasy. There's nothing real to it, basically.
Really?
Yeah. I never see any Peter.
Wala.
But like, I just wanted people to just listen to a song and just have fun and ask questions about it while they dance. So yeah.
That's great. If you were given an opportunity, right,
Yeah.
to work with anybody locally in Nigeria right now, that is not Whiskey, that is not Burna Boy, that is not Tiwa, that is not Arista, that is not Thames,
That is not.
that is not
That
Oxley,
is not Rema.
that is not Rema, who would you want to work with?
Okay, that is not any of it. You did mention Victoni.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so Victoni.
Mm.
Victoni, I love Victoni. I love Yemi Alade. I love who else? I love T-Dollar.
Right.
I love
Are you a Ruga fan?
I love Yuga.
Really?
So, you know, all of those people, they are a lot.
Are you about visuals? You know, are you planning to have visuals, or are there visuals already for some of the songs?
Yeah, I have a video for Peter on YouTube
Really?
already. Yeah.
Interesting. When did you shoot that?
It was shot this year. I think that was around August or thereabout, but I just released it like last week.
Cool. So it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And how do we find you on YouTube?
Black Bella. Just search at Black Bella Entertainment or Peter official video. Black Bella.
Fantastic. And also the video. So guys, please go and run up the numbers of the video. And I'm guessing that all of these songs that are on this body of work are available everywhere music is available.
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay, great.
Big thank you to Nijam LLC for sponsoring.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Mr.
Sponsoring?
Michael.
Oh, sponsoring
Yes.
the recording and
Yeah,
the.
sponsoring everything.
Wow, that's amazing. You're lucky. Your first project, somebody sponsored it. The people need to tap into your grace at this point, but that's really cool. Internationally, who are your musical influences? What do you listen to? Who's on your playlist?
Okay, my playlist: Beyonce,
Mhm.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean, it's Mariah season.
yeah.
Christmas.
TLC.
Stop. You
Yeah.
listen to TLC.
Yeah.
How old are you
I
again?
don't want no scrubs.
How old are you again? Oh, I mean, your mom.
I'm
so-
18. I'll be 19 next month.
Stop. And you know TLC.
Yeah.
I mean, your mom's a musician, so I can understand why. Okay.
Yeah. Whitney Houston. Tyler. Who else?
I like that you mentioned Whitney Houston. I mean, someone who it simply shows that you have, like, your musical background is quite grounded.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're 19, and I'm just wondering how we should listen to Whitney Houston. How? But I mean, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Really good choice.
You know, and I also love reggae artists.
Which ones do you listen to?
Lucky Dube.
Wow.
Lucky Dube. Bob Marley. My mom will literally play Bob Marley in the house. Lucky Dube, you know, so I love their songs.
That's amazing. You have cool parents. I wish I grew up in a family where they played Lucky Dube. I mean, all right. So, future plans. right?
Yeah.
I know that it might sound like it's too early to talk about future plans, but I'm just one person who believes that when you've done your first record, your first body of work now. There's a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just that guy who likes to project. So, okay, this is done. What is the next step? What are we doing next? How are we navigating? Because the music industry is steady evolving.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because you think that, okay, right now I'm writing this song, maybe it's Afrobeat or whatever, and I'm writing this and I think it's going to bang so much, and then you wake up tomorrow morning and everybody's listening to ballads.
Yeah.
And you're like, what am I going to do with the one that I just wrote? You know what I mean? So, what are your plans moving forward? How do you intend to, reinvent the, Black Bella brand?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with the Black Bella brand? Are there businesses that you also want to branch into? Because again, at this point in the intimate industry, nobody's too young.
Yeah.
The people who are 16, 17 who are doing fantastic. I mean, Arasta is in the Grammy nominee.
Yo.
Tyler is a Grammy nominee. It's crazy, right? Everybody's dying that Rema didn't get a Grammy nomination.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Rema is closing down the freaking O2, right? So young people are doing remarkable stuff,
Yeah.
right? So no pressure, but what do you envisage in the nearest future for you?
Okay, in the nearest future, I know that, okay, my plans are to just keep dropping music. And I understand that the music industry is evolving every time.
Mm-hmm.
What is today might not be tomorrow. So basically, the plan is just to be me. At the same time, trying to infuse myself in and not try to focus too much on what is trending. People would want to feed into what you bring out, like comes out from you or from me. So definitely, it's just to keep going to the top, because everything is just like a racetrack. You keep running, there's a finish line, and then that's the top basically. And as far as I'm on the racetrack, bro,
You're gonna get to the top. I love it. Well done.
Thank
Well
you.
done.